Okay, it's a beautiful Monday morning in the city of Lagos. You're watching Family and Values. Thank you for being our guest on the show this morning. Today is the holidays. A lot of people are just sitting down, relaxing, enjoying, and trying to unwind from all the whole Salah meat and all the Salah stress of yesterday. Well, to all our Muslim friends and families that are celebrating, we are wishing you happy Salah. Even though I've not seen meat. Remember, Christmas is by the corner. First to do, no the pain. Okay, my name is Joy Abu, and if you're just joining us for the first time, this is Family and Values on Galaxy Television, where we are reaching out for the stars. Family and Values is a show that talks about everything that has to do with your family, to dating, to relationship issues, to everything, to your health. We just want the family to be fine. We just want the family to be okay. Like we used to say, a good family is the beginning of a better society. Yes, it is a better society that we are looking out at large, and we are starting with the unit, the family. We want to bring back those core values that have been forgotten, those values that we feel like, they are no longer necessary. They are necessary in this generation and in these times that we are. So thank you for being our guest. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. I would always emphasize on this. We have a lot of educative and informative topics that you have missed. You would want to go back, you would want to sit down, listen to read, watch and rewatch, and like we used to share to a friend, tell a friend to tell another friend. Subscribe to our Facebook page. Please turn on your notification button on your X and on your Facebook. Like I say, when you see these beautiful faces, you know it's time for Family and Values. Well, today, okay, I will be doing this all alone, yeah, because my better half is not feeling too well. They say body no be firewood. And she has taken a lot of salami, so she's resting. Don't worry. I just told her, don't worry, rest. I got you covered. Don't worry, tomorrow you'll see her. You're not going to miss. Mama Jenzi will be here tomorrow to do this with me. But for today, it's just you and I and a beautiful guest in the studio. Okay, on that note, I want to send a birthday shout out to everyone that is celebrating. Everyone that is celebrating, to those that celebrated over the weekend, to Ime, and again to my beautiful friend and sister Marigold. Today is her birthday. Happy birthday to you. Marigold is such a very hardworking lady that I have come across. Very, 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 very hardworking, a friend to all. Today is her birthday, and I'm sending a shout out to you. I'm wishing you happy birthday. I'm praying the Lord keep you, prosper you, and I'm praying that this new year takes you differently on the new career dimension. She's a workaholic. When you say somebody walks like her, no, she is, of course, So happy birthday to Marigold. This is wishing you from myself, from Olori, from Family and Values. We are saying enjoy a peaceful celebration today. Okay, on that note, let's go on our mini feature, because our beautiful guest is already seated in the studio to help us with today's conversation. We'll see you on the other side. Stay tuned. Okay, welcome back. If you're just joining us, you've not missed anything, because that was our mini feature to give us an intro into today's topic. We are discussing building my career after youth service. You know why this topic is important? A lot of people will say, it's because I don't have money, that's why I don't want to marry. Because I don't have money, that the girl is going to demand so much. Oh no, I need a man that is settled. Oh, I need this. And fine, we have a lot of graduates now looking out like, how do I build my career? I love this girl. She's pretty, I want to marry her. But if I don't have money, how do I go and tell her, baby, I love you, So we will be discussing building your career after youth service. Yes, it's very important we bring this conversation to you, and we have a very beautiful, oh God, you need to see this, my guest. Meeting her for the first time, I'm already blushing. I'm like, I was told that before. Then I said, oh my goodness, it's a pleasure to see you. Don't worry, I'm not going to take anything from her. I'm fond of taking things from my guests, but today I'm behaving myself. My partner is not here, so I'm a good girl. I'm a good child. Okay, so I have Modupe Oluwa Aremotobi in the studio. Good morning.
Good morning.
I just love the calmness you're bringing this morning. I told you nice. I just love the calmness. Good morning. Welcome to Family and Values.
Thank you very much. It's so good to be here.
Yeah, so good to be here. And you know, when I was told you were coming, I said, okay, she's finally here. Okay, today's topic, building my career after youth service. For me, I feel like before you even graduate from the university, you should have a kind of a map out plan of how the direction you want to go. Okay, I'll take for a medical student, you already know where your specialization is, but for people that read mass comm, the courses that don't have specific this thing, I feel like in your mental head already, you should be able to say, okay, I would focus on this. But unfortunately, we have a lot of youths there who don't have this foresight. Their own is, let me graduate, let me go for you. Then after youth service, I will now start looking around, you know, and trying to ask questions. Okay, what do I do? How am I? But now, as a fresher, how do I focus on building my career?
Okay, you have actually said it. You said it quite well, because I think that that's one thing that is really missing in our educational system, where people are not focused on after I have graduated, I've written my final exams, I've done my project. What next? They just think of, oh, let me just pass and graduate. That's like the focus. But a lot of people don't understand that is whatever you're graduating with, that you're actually still going to build on. Yeah. So it's important that that mindset begins in school. But if for those that don't have that opportunity, you know, to have that foresight and have that understanding before school, you still have a very good opportunity after school. Especially NYSC also gives you that 1 year opportunity to build yourself, to get into the labor market. The labor market, actually, because you need that experience. And the moment NYSC ends, you are trying to put together your CV, your cover letter, and the focus on your CV is, what's your job experience?
What's your job experience?
So if you don't have that opportunity to have build some level of experience, then you have a lot to do after NYSC. I think one of the major things that you should have in mind is you need to know your skills, and you need to know how to build on your skills. So what skills do you have? What's like so maybe, okay, like you said, you're studying mass communication, but beyond that mass communication, what are the skills that you can add to yourself? There are so many short courses nowadays that just helps you upskill, learn new things, understand how maybe journalism works, understand how media is not beyond journalism. So there is also digital media and all of those things. You can upskill into different aspects, learn new things that can help you build a career in that aspect. Because again, like I said earlier, you need to build your CV, and you need to be able to put all this relevant information in your CV. It's not about your date of birth or anything. It's more of what do you know and what can you bring to the table when it comes to career. So it's important that if you know that you don't have any major experience to put into your CV, you can start off by adding skill sets, courses, take short courses beyond school, take different career opportunity courses that can help you grow in that space.
Okay, now I know that you are a brand strategist, and for whatever reason you decided to go into that area or that field, because it's one field that is people are trying to get to know now. Okay, fine, I need someone to handle my brand, to strategize for me now. With the rate of unemployment in the country now, it's very easy to say, okay, take short courses, upskill yourself. Some people be looking at now. A lot of people don't know that there are so many free courses out there that you can do without spending money. Except even when you want to get the certificate, it's not that much, Now, with the rates of unemployment we have around us, how does a fresh graduate encourage his or herself? Because you're going to the market and they're telling you, oh, we need 5 years experience, and you're looking at yourself like, hello, I just left NYSC. Where am I going to have the 5 years experience? And some will tell you, oh, 3 years experience, and you're looking like, Now, do you think that it's not encouraging for the people that are just coming out of service? Because sometimes I look at 5 years, I'm like, and you're saying the age limit should be between, the age bracket should be 20 to 27, 20 to, and I'm like,
Yes.
wait, that means the person should have had these 5 years in the university. You know?
University.
So with the rate of unemployment and all of this added, how do a young graduate out there encourage his or herself?
Okay, so the truth is it might be limiting, but as much as there's unemployment, there are also like a lot of opportunities out there. That's the truth. You have the level of entrepreneurship and the level of people doing self-run activities right now is a lot compared to how it used to be. A lot of people are open to, oh, I can put together different activities. I can do something remotely. I can be on my social media and I'm selling things. So as much as you might not have that, opportunity to just get out of NYSC and get into a job, you also have opportunities to build yourself. You can start off different mini businesses and all that. But beyond that, I think that is the years of experience that you see in the labor market should not discourage you. There are things like volunteering. You can pick up a volunteering opportunity with a business or with an organization. I started off like that. Funny enough, I started off volunteering with NTA Ibadan.
Wow.
Just after my NYSC, and I just went in. Because I wanted to grow in the media space, and so I pretty much just went into the space, asked for an opportunity to volunteer. There was no pay, but I think that's another thing that makes some people lose their focus, because you want to get out of school and you want to start making all the millions like almost immediately, but sometimes you have to work your way through the ladder. So you can volunteer. You can look for volunteering opportunities where you go for different things, and then you learn those opportunities. Those volunteering opportunities are part of your experiences that you can claim on your CV. Actually, you can also find. You can look at those that have like grown in that career path that you have laid down for yourself. Look at how they have built themselves over the years. It's more like a career mapping for yourself. So you look at it, okay, this person started off as a junior staff in this organization. They had to learn these certain skills, maybe HR for instance. Look at the professional courses that they need to learn. And then if you can start building yourself by taking those courses even before, because sometimes as much as organizations might write 5 years opportunities, some of them are also very particular about professional qualifications. So if you have the qualifications and you have some level of exposure in that career, but you might not have that 5 years, there's still the tendency that they call you that, okay, you know what, you have been exposed to this thing, let's give you a try and let's see. But if you don't have anything you're bringing to the table and you're waiting for 5 years, you might not be able to sell yourself so well.
Okay, now let's take it from this angle. I've listened to a lot of graduates. They'll say, "Oh, I'm depressed. I've been working, the whole file. I've been there. This is this place. You submit your CV and nobody is calling you, and then you're sitting down at home and you're like, I'm so depressed." And now, how do we take them out of that depressive state? Because a lot of them, I feel, just have this mindset of, I want a collar job. I want to work in an organization. Oh, I came out with a first class. I came out with a 2-1. So I deserve to have a car. I deserve to have a house. They are looking at that porch life. Nobody, of course, with the venture of social media now, that's when people started online selling and, a little bit of online this thing. I've seen graduates that have even left the certificates and venture into businesses they never planned to throw online. I've seen a lot of fashion designers that have come out as a result of what they learned in NYS, and they're like, okay, fine, I can do this, I can do that. Now, for those ones that just want to sit down and wallow in depression and feel like, no, that job, if it's not a banking job, I'm not doing any other job. I've seen a graduate like that. And when it was offered, I said, no, if it's not banking, no, I studied banking and finance. So if it's not banking, I'm not doing anything. And the banking industry is not calling you. It's not telling you, come here, you've submitted service to all the bank. Now, at the point he was getting depressed and he needed the help of a therapist. Now, people will keep blaming the government. Oh, we don't have jobs, there are unemployment. And that's what you hear outside. When you ask somebody as a graduate, why are you depressed? Oh, there's no job now. I graduated since, you've not, I graduated since 2020 till now. Now, for such graduates, how do we get them out of that school of thought? That it's beyond you just sitting down and waiting. Go out there and do something. Get something, like you said, professional courses. Even if you have to change your line of career, I mean, how do we get them out of that school of thought?
So, the truth is, like I said earlier, one of the things that is like missing in our educational system is that career mentality, like having people think so most of the things that you write in your exams in school is not what you will use in the labor market. Okay. So some people might be opportune to use those things, but not everybody would actually practically use those things in the labor market. Okay, so it's important that you need to know that beyond the fact that I have graduated with banking and finance, or I graduated, in fact, some of these courses that really relevant, that people are building careers in right now, there are actually no degrees.
There are no, that is it.
There are no degrees for it. It's now that you're now seeing human resources in the educational system.
True.
There are actually no degrees for these things. There are a lot of tech courses like product management, for instance. There's not a degree that you go to university to study for 4 years and come out and want to do those things. Okay, so the truth is the labor market is changing, and you need to understand what is new and what is happening and be able to move with the trend. Okay, so if you are a graduate and you're insisting that, you cannot really insist that this is what you right now. You cannot insist
Nigeria
that this is what
you study here, you work here. We've seen bankers working in the medical field on the ground, you know.
Yeah, exactly. Yes. So you need to be open-minded, sincerely. You need to know that you can do a lot. You are very skilled, okay, and you need to like build on the different skills that you have and begin to be open-minded. Really look for opportunities of what is available right now. Sometimes people grow in their career, and you might even be growing as say an IT person. Maybe the first job you got, even though you did banking finance, or maybe the first job you got is something related to IT, because you know how to use the computer. And along the line you grow, and in another 10-15 years you get an IT job in a bank. You can still end up in that space that you want to be in, but whatever is available for you right now, like what is right in your front, how best can you make use of that opportunity? What can you build from that little to grow to become something really, really big? So you can't be. I think it's all about being open-minded. Lot of opportunities out there.
A lot of opportunities. Well, for someone like me, when I told people the course I studied, they look at me like, what are you doing here? I actually studied marine geology, and sometimes people look at me like, but when I got my first job, it was marketing, but still within that industry. Now people don't understand, like you said, you could build your career and move into the same industry you've always wanted to be. It might not be the MD of the bank, but you're still within that banking sector, the IT, the this now. People are going into technology. We are seeing a shift in the unemployment market. People are moving, and technology is becoming wow. Sometimes I used to ask myself, like, wait, assuming there was no social media, there was no technology, what would have happened? Like, I can imagine people lining up to just get maybe office assistants. I was talking to a young girl yesterday, and she was like, oh, she was looking for a job. The job was stressful. She's looking for office assistants, and I'm like, even the office assistants you're looking for, it's gone beyond you just being. There are professional ways to prepare yourself to become an office assistant. Now, a lot of graduates that are doing youth service now don't even know how to how to comport themselves. They don't even know how to, a lot of them do copycat when it comes to CV. I've seen a lot. They'll just go to the internet, search, okay, what's the trending CV? Okay, the one that has picture. Okay. Search it. And over time, I've seen that what they present on their CV is different. There was a time when I was interviewing somebody, I'm looking at your CV and I'm saying, okay, so yeah, you said you studied this thing. And the person's like, huh? And I'm like, but that's what I'm saying. You know, and, you know, they do copycat CV, they present simply because they are asking, oh, this person will not go and verify. Oh, they don't have time to go to all those places. And some people will put places that, you know, they know that before you ask now. The world is changing with technology. Do you think that with the help of technology, it has helped shaping the employment world, whereby a graduate, we've had remote jobs, remote opportunities. Now, graduates can sit at home and earn. And I mean legit money. Yes. They are working for companies outside the country and all of that. So do you think that technology has really played a very key and important role in the employment sector?
Definitely. It has helped a lot. Because right now, the things that on a normal day, you have to either go to school or you're looking for an organization that can teach you. You can learn a lot of things online. You can learn a lot of things using technology. You can make your life easy and make your work easy.
I love that. Make your life easy. Like, soft life.
There are so many apps out there that you can just use to, you know, set yourself up for different things and just make life easy and make work easy for you. Again, like you said, the only reason why people can sit in Nigeria and be working for a global organization is because of technology. You know, those remote opportunities are there, but they don't just come in if you are just seated and not adding value to yourself in the long run. Because again, is how you are able to sell yourself even to this global market that determines what opportunities you are able to get. If you don't have the qualifications for a particular job in your CV, you can learn. Like, it's how people just, you know, you see an opportunity where maybe they are saying, oh, you need to have a product management knowledge and all of those things, and you can easily just take a course. It might not be like very advanced and like fully a complete course, but you can take a course that opens you up to that field, opens you up to that opportunity, and then you can claim that I know things in this space. Okay, so there are so many courses. There are cybersecurity courses, you know, that you are learning, and then you can become globally relevant in that space. So yes, technology has helped. It has is making us better people.
It's making us better people.
It's making us better people every day. So it's important that a graduate knows how to use the right tools, sincerely, because you can have technology and it's not adding any value to you if you don't know how to use
I love that aspect, and I'm going to hold you on that. Let's go on our word of mouth. When we return, she'll be telling us as a graduate how to use the right tools, because a lot of you, your social media is just for IG and Facebook. When we return, she's going to tell us. Well, let's go on our word of mouth. Okay, welcome back. We have been discussing how to build my career after youth service. For those of you that are doing your NYSC now, they want to post to Zamfara. They just say, no, I don't want to go to Zamfara. I don't want to do this. We are discussing how to build your career, and we still have our guest in the studio, Modupe Oluwa Aremotomi. The first time I pronounced Yoruba name in full. She's a brand strategist, you know. She's someone that has been in that industry. She has studied it, so she's in a better position to have this conversation with us. Okay, before we went on that break, we were telling us, okay, it's not just to have technology, but to know the right tools. Now, what are the right tools that a graduate should have firsthand? You know, I've seen a lot of people have social media and they don't make money from social media. Now, I think this idea of content creating is beginning to have a shift in the knowledge of a lot of graduates. They come out, they feel like, I want to monetize my Facebook page. I want to monetize so that, and then they start creating content. Sometimes content that are not relevant just because they want to buy followers. Last week on the show, we went for Vox Pop, and a graduate with NYSC uniform was saying, I want to go into politics because that is where the quick money is. Yeah, this was last week Friday, and in my mind I'm like, a fresher, this is all you are thinking about. Like, you just want to go into politics. He said, I want to be an errand boy in politics. And I don't know the kind of errand now. That's the mindset of a lot of people out there. They just come in, they want to go into content creating. They will follow my page. Now, what are those right tools that a graduate someone serving should have firsthand to aid in the career path they are looking at?
Okay. I think that one of the easiest tools to have is a LinkedIn page. Okay. It's important that as a graduate you have a LinkedIn account. Now, what this does for you is LinkedIn is like a more corporate social media space, right? And what this does for you is you're able to see a lot of other people in the career space, in the labor market. You see how they have built their career. I mentioned career mapping the other time, and this is one thing that LinkedIn can do for you. So if, for instance, you see yourself becoming the MD or the CEO of a bank in the next, 15-20 years, go and look at those that are already, in that space, and how did they build their career up to that point. Look at how they have grown, look at the courses they have done, and create a path for yourself. If you have a LinkedIn page, it's important that that platform, you're able to use it to sell yourself to the corporate market. A lot of people get jobs via LinkedIn, via referrals, where LinkedIn gives you opportunity to write short articles, write different things to talk about your career and your field, and you see people writing, getting audience, getting feedback from people, and from there people are noticing you. They are saying that, oh, this person has something valuable to offer. Let's add this person in our organization. We see HR people on LinkedIn, just scouting for people to hire, and it's because of how you have presented yourself, and because of the seriousness of the page. A lot of people tend to, they write.
I love the way you said the seriousness of the page. I was coming to that.
It's not like LinkedIn or X or Twitter, that you can just write one sentence and just insult people or something. It's more corporate. You are very conscious of what you are putting out there, and it's good for you. Again, you also see job opportunities. Before, you used to see these job opportunities in newspapers, where you buy newspapers to see vacancies and all that. But now you can be on LinkedIn and you see a lot of job opportunities that are relevant to you. You can see the requirements,
and some they will send it to you via mail. They'll just be telling you, okay, so those openings are there now. Let's look at the readiness for the average graduate out there. You talked about reading, you talked about writing articles. I feel like once they are out of, they just write the last paper, they just drop their pens like, okay, I'm done, and every other thing there is bye-bye to reading. We've not cultivated that habit of picking up books to read after graduation, even while in youth in camp. That cultivation of reading is not in us, and I feel it's one of the reasons why kind of a bit lazy, like you talked about that page now. It's more of seriousness. Before you sit down to write an article, to talk about yourself, you need a lot of, it's not short forms. I know a lot of people are used to short forms. I've seen somebody wrote a formal letter and used short forms all through. And I had to it's like you're missing something here. This is not your best friend. This is a formal letter, and you're writing in short forms. So now, do you think that the lack of that reading culture has also made people not want to be too serious about, like you talked about short courses? How many people want to sit down and go online to start reading? Except the serious-minded ones that have had from mindset that this is the career way I want to go. Now, for those ones who just want shortcut to careers, they just feel like, please, anything, I beg. Like the ones that study mass comm, they just feel like, I want to be on TV. And they don't know that there are processes, there are courses you need to take. It's just beyond beauty. It's just beyond having physical. There are a lot. Your intellectual knowledge is being put in place. How do we change that mindset to bring them back to that reading culture? That, hey, hello. Because a lot of them miss opportunities because they don't read.
Yes.
They don't read. You're online, even on IG, sometimes you see job opportunities because they don't know how to even send mails out. Let's start from sending mails. A lot of graduates out there, they don't know how to compose mail, as small as it is, So how do we bring them back to that reading culture? As a brand strategist, I'm sure you've had to deal with people who come. It's very easy for me to say, handle my brand for me. And then you're asking me, okay, what exactly do you want out of this brand? And I'm lost. And I'm like, I just want to be known. And you're like, in what area do you want to be known? So how do we bring back that whole reading culture and everything back?
So in the long run, personal growth is something that a person has to be conscious of. Okay, so you can't force people to really add value to themselves. Yeah, it's a personal decision that, oh, I want to grow, I want to be better. Okay, and you cannot, I feel like reading even starts after school.
Okay, hope you heard that. Reading starts after school.
The reading you did in school was just to pass. I just wanted to pass. And, yes, the real reading starts when you are outside of school, when you need to read to actually apply that knowledge. You need to be able to prove that I know this thing, I can bring it to life. Okay, it really starts after school. And as much as you might not want to like carry a book and read, there are, again, technology has made our life easy. You can listen to audio books.
You know.
You know, you can be in a place and you're listening. You know, you don't spend the whole time watching series or something. Spend time actually, you know, you can listen to audio books. You can listen to people that are professional, who do their podcasts, you know, or and different things on different topics. You can listen to those things. It also, you know, helps you to grow. You can attend corporate events where you can network, you know, and meet people that would, you know, sit down and teach you what you need to know. There are different events that are within different career paths. You can attend those events, go to where, you know, marketers are meeting, go to where mass communication people are meeting. Just find opportunities where you can learn. Okay, so you might not enjoy carrying a book to but you can.
I love that you might not enjoy.
Yes, but you still have to, you know, you have to be able to do these things. You can, and again, like I said before, personal growth is a personal decision. If you can decide that, okay, 1 hour every day, I just go to this particular place to just read articles or to read journals about my field. You can spend the rest of your 23 hours doing other things, but that 1 hour would make a difference.
Would make a difference.
Yes, that's the truth. It would make a difference.
I think I understand, because when I wanted to go into media, I had I got this Cambridge pronunciation dictionary, which was very important. And then I got the audio, and then I downloaded it on my phone. So for every time I wanted to make a pronunciation, I first went there, listened to understand how it's being pronounced, because I had to realize that, hey, the way you pronounce your words is different from now. People, like you just said, their audio. We had a guest that was here, I think maybe Monday, Wednesday or so. I was talking about reading. I was talking about audio books. Download them, fake them, read, because a lot of people just have data and they just use it to watch the latest movies. They are there. Or if you mention the latest, they have an idea. But just simple thing. Okay, well, no, please, that's not for us. Now, I feel like I'm not being this, but I feel like ladies are more of the ones being redundant when it comes to. Yes, because I feel like men always want to improve themselves. They always want to go for professional courses. But then ladies, once they just come out with that NYC certificate, the next thing you see them, now most of them going to makeup, most of them going, and even in that, they don't want to expand beyond the scope of knowledge. At least we know of a popular makeup artist, Tara House. She started small and then it's a global destination today. That was not what she studied in the university. Circumstances led her. We've had fashion designers, like we started the show, that have understood that, okay, fine, in NYC, thank God for NYC that incorporates all these skills into it now. We've had a lot of bakers, chefs that have, okay, fine, let me just take this, and then they pursue it professionally. Now, how do we make ladies understand that it's beyond you just saying, I have the certificate after I'm going to get married, so I'll just keep it there. Now, you are a brand strategist. Have you had, let me talk of what the percentage of your clients between men and women, how many of them approach you and say, build my brand for me? And you know, I say, okay, fine, what do you want? Where do you want us to? First one is, you know, and they look at you like, I'm just saying, build it for me. Let me have the money, you know. So what has the experience been like for you?
Oh, well, I'll tell you that funny enough, I have more ladies that I work with because again,
okay.
ladies are the ones that are more entrepreneurial driven. Okay, so they have small business and then they just want to package this and make it look good and all that. Yes, there might be the tendency to want to fall on your aunt skill that okay, I can cook. Let me just start a small kitchen.
A small, we
yes.
are seeing a lot of
Yes.
online cooking, online, and they are doing well. I'm giving them kudos.
But you know, in the long run, you need to also be able to think of how far do you want to go in that space. I like that you mentioned Tara House. You know, Tara House is a global organization right now. It's not just a makeup artist business. Okay, and but even though it started that way, now Tara has products. You know, you can see far that it has grown into a global organization, and that's why you need to know how far you want to go. It's not just if you are thinking of just the sharp 2K that you're making now,
money you're making now,
it won't help you to put your best foot forward, or you know, grow yourself. And if you're able to map out a future in that business, it helps you want to know what to add to it right now. It helps you want to know that okay, even though I'm making 2K, my sharp 2K right now,
sharp 2K,
I can pick
that.
from that 2K and you know, keep 500 for my business advancement every day, and then you grow into it. So you need to map out a journey for your business. Ladies might not be very, and I wouldn't even say that not everybody. Some ladies are more career driven and all that, but there are also lots of ladies that are more entrepreneurial driven. It's important that you see a future for that business. Don't see it as a business that just pays my bills right now. See it as a business that can become the next big organization in Nigeria, employing people, pushing out products and all that. You need to be able to see far into where you want to go.
You need to be able to see far. Let's talk about the jackpot syndrome. I saw a video online. This was last week. A lady in her full NYSC uniform at the airport, ready to.
Wow.
Yes, and that video went viral online. She was at the international airport with all her luggages complete, and like I'm sure from the camp she just said, all my luggage, we are moving. And people were questioning her like, why are you traveling with your NYSC? And she said, I just passed, I want to leave, At the point I felt like, wait, so were they pushing you somewhere? Now, a lot of the youth, the graduates now, they are just looking for one opportunity to run. They feel like it's greener out there. Okay, fine, let me go there and just hustle, whatever hustle I want to hustle. For me, I feel like it's an escape to laziness. Like, yes, the only thing that works over there is system.
Yes.
It's system.
Yes.
That's what works over there. Because when you compare the work you're going to put in, if you put that amount of work here, you still amount to something. But because the systems over there are working, so it makes it easier. So now, this set of graduates that are waiting to just travel, a lot of them say, okay, I want to go and do masters, and then from opportunity, they'll never come back, and they are there working, and they say, how do we change that mindset? I just told you the video of the lady with NYC uniform, fully kitted, head to toe. In fact, she wore the jacket with her luggages. And I was watching it and I was like, this one has just said, no, I won't spend a day. And for such a person, a lot of people here would not go there with NYC. For her, whatever reason she went there with to travel out with her NYC, it's left for her. But how do you say this whole syndrome of people wanting to run out of the country because of unemployment, or because, I'm tired? And I've had people that have traveled, and the skills the learn is what is actually putting food for them, like hair making. And if you tell them stay in Nigeria and do that, they'll say, no. How can they see a whole graduate and now become Obioma and now become tailor? Let's not that they are put it to fashion designing, But over there is what is putting food on their table. So why are we having this mentality?
I'll take it from what you have said. The systems that are working is what is encouraging people to go out there. But as much as you want to go out there, you can't go out there and not be able to do an excellent work. Okay, even the very small, I won't even call it minute. For instance, the care work, you need to have certificates.
In
You know,
it.
you need to, as much as opportunities are opening, you want to be a carpenter, you want to go there and do carpentry. In Nigeria, we might not take it seriously like that,
Yeah.
but there you need to have a certificate. You need to be able to show that this is I can do this thing professionally. Okay, so as long as people are, jackpotting and all that, without you still have to do the work. You cannot run there and think of greener pasture without doing the work. The same work you can do here and grow and become, I mean, the truth is there are so many opportunities here that can help us, to get into that becoming a developed country, and people can grow in it. But if they are not able to, it can also be a laziness.
For me, yeah, I see it that way,
But if you are not, if you can't, become do the work. If you can't do the work, you can't get the results. You can't get the fruit. There are people that have Japan, they are not making headway
at all,
because at the end of the day, you need to be able to show a level of professionalism. You can't just do things anyhow. You can't just just randomly think, oh, I can just be a cook or I can just be a chef, and then there are processes, there are food safety measures that you need to put in place to be able to achieve certain results. So it's important that we are ready to do the work, whether you are here or you are traveling. Be ready to do the work. If you are able to do 90% of the work you want to go and do abroad, you can get good results in Nigeria, and you can have
I believe you can, because I was talking to someone that studied mechanical engineering, and I said, why don't you go and be an apprentice to someone that is doing mechanical? And they looked at me like, are you for it? I said, yes, but you studied mechanical engineering, so go there, bring in your professional knowledge into it. At the end, you can have your own stuff, and then you say, okay, I don't want to do it the hard way, let me do it the soft way. Then you bring in all the sophisticated equipment and everything. And he was like, I said, yes. But for him, the mentality was, how will I now be a whole graduate? That thing of, how do I now start?
The truth is, right now, if you are able to think outside the box and create something, you will make it. And then there are even investors out there that are looking for genuine organizations, indigenous Nigerian organizations that are actually adding value, that they are willing to grow those organizations. So if you can go beyond that academic knowledge to bringing it to life, people that are making the society a better place are people that are able to make life easy with tools, with products. Okay, so if you have the knowledge and you can bring it into lives and make lives easy, then you can get opportunities. You can get people to invest.
You can get opportunities and build your career. Okay, thank you very much for being our guest on Family and Values this morning. We have for you Viju from Viju Industries. We have Viju Coffee here. I know Viju Water. We want you to relax, after all the talk. We just want you to have a taste of it. Thank you. This is from Family and Values and Galaxy Television. Thank you very much for being a part of the show this morning. We really appreciate it. I hope when we call you next time, you will definitely be here. Yes. We have been discussing with the brand strategist Modipo Oluwa Aremotobi. That's the only Yoruba name I'll pronounce with full. Okay, thank you for starting today's show with us. Tomorrow is always Tuesday with our dear friends, where we'll be discussing ignoring your partner or your spouse. That's another topic that we need to look into. A lot of you have a way of ignoring your partners or spouse. Well, tomorrow the experts will be in the studio to tell us what we need to know about this topic. Thank you. Please, we are still streaming across all our social media platforms. Download our social media apps. I'm begging, subscribe to our YouTube channel so that topics like this, at least we share to people, let them know. To all those your friends that want to build career, this one is a good one for them to understand. Watch. Thank you. My name is Remain Enjoyable. I'll see you tomorrow. And of course, Olori will be in the studio with me tomorrow. I'll drag her. Have a great Tuesday. Monday ahead. Thank you.